Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've had the same thing. I've been applying for a remote job, but I can't seem to get anything. Remote jobs are so hard to get. Remote jobs are scams. You can't get a remote job, things like that. And honestly, I get it. It can feel frustrating to send out applications, tons and tons of applications with no results. But then here's the thing, people keep making the same mistakes. And today we're going to cover 5 of the major mistakes people make when applying for remote jobs. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Fafi. I am currently working 3 remote jobs. That doesn't make me a remote work expert, but having started remote work back in 2022, I do know my way around some things related to remote work. So on here, I do share remote work insights, remote work tips that can help you in your own applications. I also like to share a little bit of a personal side because I do get asked questions like, oh my god, you work 3 jobs. Do you have time to go out? Do you have a social life? So I do like to share some of that personal side through vlogs. They haven't uploaded yet, but they're coming, so stick around for that. So on today's video, we're going to be sharing 5 of the top major mistakes or major reasons why you're not getting a remote job. One of the biggest mistakes I see for people applying for a remote job is people applying for a job that they have no background in, they have no experience in, they have no qualification for that job. So you're basically applying for something that's not in your field. Let's say you come from a sales background, you're coming from a sales background. You have no business applying for a position in, say, engineering. So just because it says it's remote doesn't mean they're gonna take anybody. If they want someone in engineering, best believe they want someone in engineering. Don't take your chances just because it's a remote job. They're not gonna accept everybody just because it says it's remote. You understand? So you're gonna get rejections because you're coming from a sales background or any other background that doesn't match what they're looking for. Alright, so reason number 2 is using a generic CV. It's using the same CV over and over and over again. Recruiters or hiring managers can spot a copy and pasted CV. I've talked about this before in a previous video of how you need to customize your CV for the application, for the job that you're applying for. You need to match the keywords on the job description. You need to match what they are looking for. So if on the job description they say they need someone with HubSpot experience, and we take a look at your CV and we see no mention of HubSpot whatsoever, they're going to toss it away because you don't have what they're looking for. So even if you do have that HubSpot experience, you don't have it on your CV, they won't know that you actually have it because you didn't list it. So try as much as you can to tailor your CV to the application, to tailor your CV to the job that you're applying for. Once again, I made a video on this, on how you can tailor your CV, which you can check out, Reason number 3, a lot of people don't even see the importance of upskilling. Guys, remote work is competitive. It's very competitive out there, and you need something to make yourself stand out, stand out, be on the top 1%. So what exactly does upskilling mean? This is like learning, continuous learning, improve your skills, add on new skills. If you're applying for a position, say in marketing, learn marketing management, learn analytics. If you're in finance, you can learn things like Excel modeling or even QuickBooks. If you're a VA, right, there's a lot of softwares you can learn. You can learn Asana, you can learn Trello, softwares that will help you actually do your job. And you have to list those softwares as skills because you already know how to use them. So those are the things that will make you stand out, because other people out there, they have just the basic skills, but you come on there, you're applying with all these nice fancy softwares, you will stand out, definitely, because they'll be looking like, oh, okay, this person actually has way more. And those are the things that actually make you stand out from the rest of the other applicants. All right, reason number 4, and I'm quite guilty of this, but it is not reading the job description. We see a job, you scroll down, you see the salary, you see it's remote, and you're like, apply. And yeah, we're trying to apply as fast as we can. Okay, that's fine. But then here's the thing with not reading the job description. Some recruiters, they include maybe like a little keyword. They say maybe if you're applying, start your cover letter or start your application with the word lemon. Just as an example, start your application with the word star. And if you didn't read the job description, you're gonna miss that and they will know that you didn't read. So if you can't take a minute, even I'm pretty sure a job description, you could just read it for a minute. If you can't take the minute to actually fully read it, how are you going to do your job? Like, really, how are you going to do your job? You couldn't even take the time to read the full description of the job and you expect us to hire you. They're going to toss it away. So whatever you can, try as much as you can, read the job description so you really understand what they're looking for, what they need, and if there's any keywords that they want you to put in your application. All right, so that brings us to number 5, not applying early. Again, remote work, very competitive. You need to stand out, you need to apply early. So applying early can mean like applying when a job has literally been posted. But sometimes it's hard. You don't really know what time these jobs are going to be posted. So that might lead you to actually camp on these websites, camp on LinkedIn, camp on Indeed, camp on whichever sites, and just keep refreshing to see if there's any new jobs. It could be frustrating, it could be stressful, that's fine, but try as much as you can to apply within the first minutes, within the first 30 minutes, within the first hour. Right, because it's remote, you are going to be applying and competing with other candidates in the country or even foreign nationals in the world as well. So it takes a lot. So because what happens is that with some of these jobs, especially on LinkedIn, if the company is using maybe like a free plan or like, just a limited version of LinkedIn that they're using, they can only take either 27 or 51 applicants. And if you're not in those 51, no matter how great of a CV or resume that you had, they're never gonna see it because you didn't apply it on time, right? And also, let's take another example. If, say, the job has been posted and there's like 5,000 applicants, right? There's 5,000 applicants. There's 5,000 people who applied for the job. And you're the 3,000 applicant, and say that hiring manager already has good applicants, good candidates in just the first 10 applicants. Do you seriously think they're gonna look all the way to 3,000 to see your CV? They won't, because they already found what they're looking for before they even got there. So that's why it's very important to apply early. If you apply early, being among the first applicants, your CV has a higher chance of being seen. So now you take into consideration of all these factors: applying early, customizing your CV, applying what you're actually good at, what you actually have background in, experience in. You are definitely guaranteed to land some interviews. So there you have it. These are the top five reasons or top 5 mistakes that you are currently doing that are not landing you that remote job. Just to reiterate these again, these are not applying early. These are applying for things which are not in your field. These are using a generic CV and not upskilling yourself, and also just ignoring the job description. So I don't know, which one do you feel like you do a lot? Like, which one do you feel like is the one that you do a lot? For me, I'm guilty of not reading the job description. I just always wanted to apply. And yeah, they did catch me one time. So yeah, guys, I hope these are very helpful and you take this into your next application. And yeah, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment, share whatever we do here on YouTube, and I will see you on the next one.